Welcome back to the Navy Sports Magazine. We're brought to you by the Navy Federal Credit Union. Not time to shine the light on Navy women's soccer this week. Big week. It's one of those 3 games over 7 days. And at this point in the season, points so critical for this Navy women's team, as we're joined now by Rylee Rives. And, Rylee, at this point, I know each game carries its own importance, but is it just about amassing as many points every time you come to the pitch right now and you worry about the math when it settles itself out?
Ideally we're not worried about the math. We like to say a lot, like, we're not playing not to lose, we're playing to win. And so points to us don't really matter. It's mostly like we want to win because that's in our DNA, and we just want to get better every day. We want to get better for the next game. So yes, the points do matter in terms of like standings and things like that, but I think we try to just like have a winning mentality overall and not worry about what the numbers say.
Can tell that you've played for Karen Gabera because she said the exact same thing about 4 hours ago in another interview. That's amazing. Taking on the personality of your coach. I like that. 3 games in a 7-day span. What kind of a toll does that take on the body? And what do you have to do to try and maximize rest and recovery during that time to make sure you can, obviously, be as fit as possible every time you're on the pitch?
Yeah. So, I mean, on an individual basis, a lot of what we preach to the girls is like, make sure you're getting enough sleep, eating well, doing your homework at a good hour. But honestly, a lot of it's mental toughness. Like, the academy's hard and we're in a rigorous schedule that a lot of other colleges are not adhering to. And so a lot of it is like mental toughness, rolling up your sleeves, get gritty. And yeah, it might, like, for me on game days, I've gone to 6 classes beforehand, but it doesn't really matter because at the end of the day, when you get on the field, no one cares, truly. Like, your opponent does not care that you were tired or you stayed up late doing homework. So the 3 games in 7 days, obviously we're going to do everything we can on an individual basis to maximize recovery. But the message to the team is we don't care because they don't care. Get up, do your job, do what you need to do.
Obviously, let's talk about the first test, American. This, as we said, the race is so tightly packed. There's such a focus necessary on all of the detail, the tasks at hand. Is it literally, the separation between winning and losing right now, just kind of all the detailed things right now on the soccer pitch?
I mean, yeah, the cool thing and also the frustrating thing about the Patriot League is that truly it is literally anyone's game any day. And you can see that right now with the results being all across the board. There's no one really clearly on top and no one clearly on the bottom, which is kind of exciting because it really does make you get up for every single game and you can't take a day off. And so I think that prepares us really well and makes us make sure that our mentality is good each and every day, because truly every single game matters. And it is a game of inches right now. We've been in games where we play for 89 minutes and 30 seconds, really, really good soccer. And we have 30 seconds where we don't, and it costs us a game. And so, it really is about making sure it's 90 full minutes. So,
can you describe the environment that you all will play in on Saturday, just of how, everything is on top of you at Army? And I'm sure it's as a competitor, those are the kind of environments you want to play in, but just how fun is that to play with everybody right on top of you? And obviously some of them are yelling some things that probably can't be repeated on, the FCC's airwaves and stuff like that, all in good, clean fun, we know. But I imagine that's what Army Navy is all about, isn't it?
oh yeah, I mean, that facility is super cool because, like you said, I mean, it feels like the cadets are in your ear. And part of it's like, oh gosh, but part of it's like, you know what, good. Like, that kind of fires me up that you're saying those things, like, watch this. And so, I think it's good to play in an environment that is a little bit feisty and a little bit high intensity, high energy. And it's, you can't ask for anything better than to have a ton of fans at a game who are, whether they're cheering for you or not. It really adds to the energy, really adds to the fun. And I think just makes the competitive edge a little bit more exciting.
Yeah, no doubt about that. You've played in a few of these. Um, you know what it means to play for Navy women's soccer. You know how much pride there is in that jersey. Just what is it like to take the pitch representing that jersey? Every single game right now, as you've had a solid career here at Navy?
It's one of those things that we say a lot is add to the legacy. And I think one of the things that is unique about our program is how successful all of the women are who come out of it. And there is no option to be anything less than amazing and great, because that is the culture that this team breeds. And so it's one of those things where every single time I step out on the field, you know, I know in our lockers we have the accomplishments of every single person who's worn your number before you. And so that's one of those things where it's like, wow, I better not disappoint every single one of those people today. And so you just you have a lot of pride because you know all the hard work and blood, sweat, and tears that have gone into it, and you want to be the one that is making those girls proud that you're wearing their number.
That's unique. I like that. Just final question for me, and for you with the career that you've had here, um, the player that Rylee Rives was at the start of her Navy career, the player that Rylee Rives is now at this point in her Navy career. She seems to be a player that has a full understanding and appreciation for everything that Navy soccer is. Did you really understand that it would be that type of thing when you first got here and started playing here?
I would say before I Day, no. I had no clue what I was getting myself into, really, honestly. Um, and that was a COVID year, so I didn't come for a visit.
Right.
I did a virtual Zoom meeting, and so you don't really understand the magnitude of what this place is. And I think that was one of those things that from day one was impressed upon me by my firsties when I was a freshman, and by Karen and Rob and Mike. And, you know, there is not a day that has gone by that our culture has not been shoved down our throats in terms of like, this is what we uphold. These are our standards. This is our legacy. And so, you know, I had no idea what I was getting into, but from day one, it was like, you are immersed in this. There is no choice. You will adhere. And I could not be more grateful because it has pushed me and made me want to buy into it. And I think I have not seen a buy in like this team in a really long time. And it's very grateful for that.
Appreciate you too. Best of luck, not only against American, but obviously this weekend as well when you guys travel up to West Point. Appreciate the time today.
Awesome. Thank you.